What is up, Dota gamers? It is TinkerForge here, and today I will be recording a quick Q&A session. So this is going to be me answering the viewer-submitted questions that I got both on my community post announcing my 300 subscribers and just variously throughout videos that I've compiled over the couple weeks here. So firstly, of course, I want to thank everyone for 300 subscribers. I've got a lot more content planned. After this video comes out, I plan on releasing at least one video a week, hopefully multiple a week. I've got a lot more plans. I'm going to analyze Satanic's Tinker safe lane gameplay. I'm going to make a little sort of reflective video reflecting on not only my 11 years of Dota playing, but my 9 years of Tinker playing and my 2000th Tinker game. So I'm going to speak a little bit on that. And then I'm going to be making some more fun little Tinker edits. Those take a while to put together, but they're a lot of fun to make. So that's what's coming down the pipeline. I'm also going to do some more replay analyses of my own gameplay with commentary, because that's something that's being requested a lot as well. But for today, let's go into the question and answer section here. So the War2637 commented, "Why don't you take the XP of creeps mostly?" There are two answers to this. One answer is that it's just a habit of mine. It's a somewhat bad habit of mine, where I'll TP too quickly and the creeps will die after I leave. Sometimes that's just me messing up, and it's a habit I'm trying to break, and I'm trying to time it because you want to be as efficient as possible, right? So you try to time the TP, so you TP out, you actually leave the second after the creeps die, like the split second after. So that's still something I'm trying to time. Another reason why I might let creeps die without me being there is that I'm in a somewhat unsafe place, and I think I need to be out quickly so the enemy doesn't clue into where I am. That's going to be like where I'm aggressively marching past the river on like a creep wave in the trees, or I like think the enemy's coming to invade the jungle while I'm in there, and so I need to get out quickly. Those are the instances in which I'll do that intentionally. Tyler Redman 2975 asks, "I'm finally understanding how to get wins on Tinker this patch, I think. When do you go Kaya and Sanj over Kaya and Yasha?" This is a two-part question, but I'm going to answer that part first. I will go Kaya Sanj in, I want to say, probably 60 to 70% of my games, as opposed to Kaya Yasha. I think Kaya Sanj is for when you need a little bit of extra tankiness. You feel like that extra bit of tank is going to help you live, right? Especially if you're going like the more frontline kind of build, like with the Shivas and the Overwhelm and Blink. That's rare now, but that's in one situation. You need the tankiness. You think you'll need a lot of lasers and staying power in the fight to kill them. So you're up against like a Necrophos or an Undying or a Pudge or like one of these big tanky heroes where you feel like you need your mana pool to go further for you. In contrast, Kaya Yasha is for quick. It makes everything quicker, right? So if you feel like you're not getting enough lasers off because you're not clicking fast enough, or your attack animations are slowing you down, and you need that extra bit of damage per second, Kaya and Yasha is the best damage per second item between those two, because it just makes you go faster, right? So Kaya and Yasha, I'll go against heroes like Sniper, most agility carries, I'll go Kaya Yasha, just so I can get that extra bit of damage faster. Or if it's a team that can lock onto you quickly, and you don't want to have to sit in one place and cast laser for a longer amount of time. Basically, Kaya Sanj is for tankiness and more staying power in the fight, make your mana pool go further, and Kaya Yasha is for more quickness and more damage. You also go Kaya Yasha if you feel like you're not going to have space in your inventory for another damage item. Like sometimes I know I'm going to need Wind Waker, E-Blade, BKB, and that's going to affect whether or not I go Kaya Sanj or Kaya Yasha, because if I think that's the only damage item I'm going to get to be able to afford in my inventory, I'm going to go Kaya Yasha, if that makes sense. Also, after your last bit, I think I honestly like heal bots on mid, but Translocator is clearly so useful. Any advice on which to pick in both scenarios? So based on enemy matchups or anything else. So the decision tree for this is pretty easy. You should go Translocator in pretty much, I want to say 90% of your matches. You go heal bots if you are hard countered, or if you just really feel like Translocator is not going to be useful at all. If they have no Orchid buyers, if they have no Orchid buyers, the heal is good for your team. You're not expecting to get silenced or rooted, and they just all have hard stuns in their team, sure, you can go heal bots. But otherwise, you pretty much always want Translocator. It dispels Orchid. It dispels any root or any silence for the most part. It's just so useful. You really want to go Translocator in most matches. If you're hard countered, if they have like Anti-Mage on their team, or like they just have like Anti-Mage is your hardest counter, but if they have like, I don't know, like Primal Beast, Spirit Breaker, Void Spirit on their team, and you know you're just not gonna be able to get a whole lot off. Well, that's not even a good example actually, because in a game like that, you're gonna want to go Translocator because Translocator still breaks Primal, and it still breaks Void Spirit diving you. So think about that too. Even heroes that dive you and get on top of you are still countered by Translocator a lot of the time. But if they have like Spirit Breaker, Phantom Assassin, Anti-Mage, like a lot of heroes that hard counter you, you just want to go the heal bots facet and fight early with your team before their counters come online, if that makes sense. So the playstyle is also different. You want to get heal bots, get your Kaya and your Blink, and then you want to try and take defensive fights with your team, or even offensive fights. You don't need Ags to fight with heal bots as much, because the heal is just so overwhelming in the early game. You'll win almost any fight. And I'm not even gonna pronounce Antoine Milo. We're gonna say it's that. Commented, in a situation where room control is crucial versus Storm and Puck, for instance, how would that affect your farming pattern as Tinker? Thanks for the content. So the most you can really do against Storm, Puck, and Ember, like these types of heroes that really need runes and want to use runes to play early, you're not really good at contesting rune on Tinker, so the best you can really do is 50-50 them. And to do that, all you need to do is be there in one of the rune spots when they spawn, right? And that's not hard. A lot of the time you can stack Ancients and then immediately walk to a rune spot after, and you'll be there right on time. Or if they're camping that rune spot, and you know they are, you can just skip the stack, take the mid creeps, and then go to the rune that they're not go to. Really, the best you can do is 50-50 them. So try to do that. And then Passerby commented, how to lane against Sniper using Tinker. Sniper doesn't harass you a lot. He doesn't have like a powerful spell to cast on you in lane to harass you down like a Lina or a Zeus or I don't know, a Void Spirit even would have. He kind of just right clicks. And so what you want to do is out right click Sniper. So go as many stats as possible. Grab like, what I do is I go like, I don't even get tangos starting out. I go triple branch, double circlet, and mantle of intelligence to max out my damage and my sustain, my like tankiness, my innate tankiness, and then I get tangos delivered to me. That's what I do against Sniper, just so I can out right click him as much as possible. And his right click is not strong in terms of damage. His animation's OP, but his right click is not strong. So really, you'll have like 13 more damage than him if you go that. And you should be fine the first few levels. And then by the time you hit level 6, you're not worried about laning against him anyway. Against heroes like Sniper though, and this is going to be a video I make later actually, concerning mid matchups. I'm going to be making a video on what types of mids Tinker goes against and how to play against all of those. But for now, that's how you play against Sniper. And that's all the questions we had today, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. Once again, I've got more coming down the pipeline. I've got some more education and some more fun stuff coming. So I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see y'all in the next one.